The world they stood in was not a world at all. It was a place beyond comprehension, where the very laws of nature seemed to unravel and reweave themselves with every passing moment. Here, reality was a suggestion, not a rule. Floating islands drifted through a bruised sky, rivers of starlight flowing upward and shattering into glittering shards. The air shimmered with cosmic energy, and the ground beneath their feet pulsed with a heartbeat not their own. This was the battleground, where the impossible was the only rule. Gravity twisted, time seemed to stutter, and the very fabric of existence bent to the will of those who stood upon it. On one side, Son Goku and Satoru Gojo radiated power. Their auras clashed and mingled, sending ripples through the air, each one a living legend in their own right. Goku's wild hair and eager grin contrasted Gojo's calm, blindfolded confidence. The excitement in Goku's eyes was matched only by the serene certainty in Gojo's smile. Across from them, Naruto's orange jumpsuit blazed against chaos, and Saitama's plain expression masked a force that could end worlds. The two stood shoulder to shoulder, united by the thrill of the unknown. The two teams faced off, a silent understanding between them. No words were needed, their resolve was written in the tension that crackled between them. No villains, no world to save, only the challenge. Here, the only thing at stake was pride and the answer to a question every warrior asks: who is the strongest?
Alright, this is gonna be awesome. I've never felt energy like this before.
Goku cracked his knuckles, grinning wide, his whole body practically vibrating with anticipation. He lived for moments like this, when anything could happen. He was thrilled by the strength before him, eager to test his limits against legends from other worlds. Gojo stood relaxed, analyzing the raw chakra from Naruto and the unfathomable potential of Saitama. His mind raced, calculating possibilities, savoring the unpredictability of this encounter. Naruto felt the godlike ki from Goku and Gojo's warped energy, unlike anything he'd faced. His heart pounded not with fear but with excitement at the chance to prove himself. Saitama sighed, hoping this might finally be a real fight. For once, he sensed opponents who might actually push him beyond his limits. The ground hummed, energy leaking from the four fighters, destabilizing the dimension. Cracks of light spiderwebbed across the arena, as if the world itself was struggling to contain their power. Floating islands collided, the sky swirling into a vortex above. The air thickened, charged with anticipation and raw, untamed force. This was more than a battle. It was a storm threatening to tear reality apart. The very arena seemed to tremble, as if aware of the titans about to clash. The silence stretched, then shattered. In that instant, the fate of this broken reality hung in the balance, and the true test was about to begin. The battle erupted in a blur of motion and energy. Goku vanished from sight, reappearing before Naruto with a punch so powerful it could shatter mountains and split the very earth beneath them. The air crackled with anticipation as the two legends collided, their auras lighting up the battlefield.
Whoa, that was insane!
Naruto managed to block just in time, but the impact sent him skidding backward, his feet carving deep grooves in the arena floor. The force of Goku's blow echoed through the dimension, sending shockwaves that rattled the very foundations of the arena. Suddenly, Saitama appeared before Gojo, unleashing a punch that had ended countless monsters, yet it stopped, suspended inches from Gojo's face as if striking an invisible infinite wall.
That's not gonna work. The closer you get, the slower you become. You'll never reach me, no matter how strong you are.
Gojo's infinity, an absolute barrier that defied logic and power alike, separating him from any threat. It was a defense that turned even the strongest attacks into nothing. Naruto, undeterred, recovered quickly. He formed a dozen shadow clones in a flash, each one charging at Goku from every direction, their movements perfectly synchronized.
Let's see how you handle this, Goku.
Goku weaved effortlessly between the clones, grinning as he dodged and countered. With every move he was learning Naruto's fighting style, adapting and evolving in real time. Saitama tried again, unleashing a flurry of punches, each one faster than the last, but every blow was stopped cold by infinity. Gojo stood motionless, unimpressed by the display of raw power.
Is that all you've got? You'll need more than brute force to get through.
Saitama lowered his fist, genuinely puzzled for the first time in memory. He was used to breaking through any obstacle, but this was something entirely new. This wasn't a wall he could simply punch through. It was a concept, a reality-bending force that defied his strength. For the first time in ages, Saitama felt a spark of genuine intrigue, a challenge that excited him. The four fighters pushed each other to their absolute limits, their powers clashing and intertwining. the arena trembling and cracking beneath their feet. The real fight was just beginning, and none of them were holding back anymore. The warm-up was over. Naruto closed his eyes, golden energy erupting as he entered Nine-Tails chakra mode. The air shimmered with power, the ground trembling beneath his feet. This was no longer a simple spar. He was ready to unleash his true strength.
Alright, no more playing around, it's time to get serious.
He launched at Goku, speed and power magnified. The force of his movement split the air, leaving a trail of golden light in his wake. Goku, thrilled, transformed into a Super Saiyan, golden aura blazing. The energy radiating from him was almost overwhelming, shaking the very sky.
Now we're talking. Let's see what you've really got.
The two clashed, fists meeting in a shockwave that vaporized a floating island. The sheer force of their collision sent ripples through the landscape, altering the battlefield itself. Their battle became a streak of golden light, sonic booms echoing as they ascended. The sky itself seemed to tremble as their powers escalated, each blow faster and stronger than the last. Saitama, meanwhile, tested Gojo's infinity differently, punching the air beside him, creating a shockwave that tore through the dimension. The fabric of reality itself seemed to bend under his strength. Gojo raised a hand, a blue field absorbing the blast. The energy dissipated harmlessly, his technique flawless under pressure.
Good idea. But my technique isn't just for stopping things that touch me. It can handle much more than that.
Gojo went on the offensive, forming a gun shape with his fingers. Energy gathered at his fingertips, crackling with anticipation.
Cursed technique reversal red.
A red orb shot forward, tearing through the darkness like a comet, its power undeniable. Saitama sidestepped, letting it erase a distant continent. The explosion lit up the sky, a reminder of the overwhelming power at play. Saitama turned back, now serious. His playful demeanor faded, replaced by a rare look of focus. Gojo realized this opponent was unlike any he'd faced. The stakes had just been raised, and the true battle was only beginning. Goku and Naruto's fight escalated, each blow shaking reality. Naruto hurled a Rasen Shuriken, tearing the air.
Cup, me, ha, me.
Goku gathered energy, the dimension's light dimming. The Kamehameha met the Rasen Shuriken, the collision forming a blinding sphere of unstable power. It detonated, rupturing space, showing glimpses of other realities before sealing shut. Goku used the blast's momentum to ascend, transforming into Super Saiyan 3, hair lengthening, lightning crackling. The pressure of his energy crushed floating islands below. Naruto, undaunted, drew on more power, entering Six Paths Sage mode, his golden form intensifying, black markings appearing. Two titans, now at their peak, prepared for the next stage. The air was electric with anticipation. The true clash was about to begin.
With my power at its peak, I'm not holding back. Here we go.
Naruto surged forward, truth-seeking orbs radiating destruction.
Take this!
He hurled an orb at Goku, erasing Goku's ki blast and crumbling a landmass to dust. Sensing an opening, Naruto unleashed his ultimate form, a colossal Kurama avatar clad in Susanoo-like armor. The giant fox roared, conjuring a chakra sword and swinging at Goku.
Alright, I can't hold back either. Time to go all out.
Goku gathered energy for a spirit bomb, calling on the life force of the dimension. The spirit bomb swelled, glowing like a miniature sun. Kurama charged, sword descending as Goku poured his energy into the attack.
Just a little more. Come on!
At the last moment, Goku finished the spirit bomb, thrusting it upward to meet the chakra blade. The two ultimate attacks collided, ready to reshape their world. While gods battled above, Saitama grew frustrated. Speed, power, shockwaves, nothing broke Gojo's infinity.
Okay, so your barrier is weird. What if I just destroy everything around you?
It's no use, the distance is always infinite.
Saitama bounced between islands, creating after images, searching for a flaw. Gojo watched, amused. Infinity surrounded him completely. Saitama stopped, then punched the floating island beneath them, obliterating it in a silent wave of force. Both floated in the void, Gojo unharmed, infinity intact. For the first time, Gojo's smile faded. Saitama's raw power was nonsensical.
That's one way to do it. You really are strong. I guess I have to get a little serious too.
The air around Gojo grew colder, more menacing. The next move would decide everything. The ground was gone. Only power remained. The final techniques were about to be unleashed. Gojo raised his blindfold, revealing brilliant blue eyes. His energy sharpened, dangerous.
This is getting fun.
He formed a sign, Domain Expansion Infinite Void. Reality dissolved. They stood in a cosmos of infinite knowledge and stimulus. For anyone else, this would be the end, their mind overwhelmed. Saitama stood blank-faced, absorbing infinite information without breaking. Gojo watched, stunned. His ultimate move had no effect.
Whoa, this place is pretty.
Gojo's confidence vanished, replaced by disbelief. Saitama took a step forward, the universe rippling.
So, my turn.
For the first time, Gojo felt genuine unease. Saitama was about to break the unbreakable. The endgame had arrived. Above, Goku's spirit bomb met Naruto's Susanoo in a silent, world-erasing collision. White light expanded, erasing the sky, islands, and color, resetting the world to zero. Simultaneously, Saitama threw a serious punch, not at Gojo, but at the concept of space itself.
Serious punch.
The infinite void shattered, the cosmos falling away. The two cataclysmic events met, collapsing the dimension. Reality folded in on itself. No light, no sound, only the four suspended in absolute void. Their energies swirled, Goku's hope, Naruto's will, Gojo's infinity, Saitama's finality. When light returned, they stood on a single rock in empty blackness. The chaotic dimension was gone. Goku and Naruto were back to normal, Gojo blindfolded, Saitama thoughtful. The battle was over. Not by defeat, but by annihilation of their world. There was nowhere left to fight. Only respect remained. Silence stretched between the four, not tense but full of mutual respect.
Wow, I haven't had a fight like that in forever. Naruto, that giant fox thing was amazing. I really had to give it my all with that spirit bomb.
You weren't so bad yourself. That long-haired form, the power was insane.
The tension faded, replaced by camaraderie.
You are ridiculous. Breaking my domain expansion. Nobody does that. How?
I just punched it. Your barrier thing was tricky, though. Good fight.
For Saitama, a good fight was the highest praise. They stood together, four beings of impossible power, now kin.
Well, I'm starving. We should all get something to eat. My treat.
Do you have ramen where you're from?
I could go for something sweet.
Okay.
As a portal opened, they knew this meeting was temporary, but the promise of a rematch was certain.